finally, sorry it always takes me so long to get back to another video, but here I am. Today I'm going to do a, not complete, but WIP Parade, I guess part 1 of all my samplers, which I have tons in the works. Anyway, so today I'm going to do a WIP Parade, but first I want to get some things out of the way. I have a new release that came out in January. It's a Valentine release. I do not have the model to show you because it's in Cincinnati at Keepsakes for a trunk show. But as soon as they send it back, which should be shortly, then on my next video I'll show you the model. But what I do have is the pattern. So here it is. It's called Frosty's Valentine, and it's Frosty, and he's put a bunch of valentines on a tree of hearts for his little girlfriend, his little snow girlfriend. And it turned out really, really cute. I love it. All my new patterns now I am releasing in both color and black and white charts. So whichever you prefer, you will have. I kind of like, I go back and forth. Like sometimes I really like the color and sometimes I like the black and white. If I like am in a spot where I need to like mark off where I've been, then I want it to be black and white, but sometimes the color is really helpful. So I decided with these smaller charts, you know, that aren't like a million pages, that I would be giving both the color and the black and white because I think it's nice. So there you go. So that's my new release. I do have the second release of the sled ornaments. Have been sent, but I don't want to show them yet because they won't go out until like February 1st. So next time I'll show you the sleds. As far as finishes, I do not have many finishes because I'm mostly working on models right now and I can't show those. So the only thing I really did finish was the Mary and Minty, which was the Brenda Gervais Christmas stitch along that was on social media. It's so cute. I love it. I stitched it like the very week she sent it out. And I actually finished it, which is kind of amazing. But it was small and cute, and I have no idea how I'm going to finish it. I'm sure I'll just stick it away for next year, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with it, but it's super cute. I might just do an ornament. I don't even know. And I don't know what I stitched it on. I know it was 36 count. It really looks like it might be a, I don't know, like parchment, like a week's parchment. 36, I'm not sure. Something random that I found in my stash, of which I have a lot. And then as far as starts, I did a New Year's Day new start on New Year's Day, and it's a stitch along that I'm doing with Daisy K Primitives. Hi, Christy. And I did start it on New Year's Day, or maybe it was New Year's Eve. I can't really remember now. So I started Land That I Love, which is the Teresa Kogut beautiful sampler. You've all seen it. So many people are stitching it. I held off for a long time, and then I just had to start it. I couldn't help it. And this is as far as I got. I wish I could work on this. I really want, it's calling to me, but I can't because I'm model stitching. And this is my little, oops, where is it? Haynes sampler. Can you see it? Little needle minder. Anywho, I do love this. The colors are beautiful. I love Americana, so it's right up my alley. And I hope to get to that as soon as I get caught up on my model stitching. I got kind of taken by surprise with Market because at first they said they were going to have Market in March, and so I was thinking I had all this time to get, you know, my stuff together, and then that got canceled, and there's a virtual Market. I mean, I'm sorry, they were going to move it to May, and I thought I had time, and then that got canceled, and then now there's a virtual Market, and that is in March. And so now I'm kind of scrambling to get things together because I thought I had more time than I actually do. So that's fun. And then, let's see. So that was my start. I also started All Joys for Thine, which I believe I started this on Christmas, not on, I don't know. I'm sure it wasn't Christmas Eve because we always have our family get together on Christmas Eve. And maybe it was Christmas Day. It might have been Christmas Day. So I think we went to see the girls open gifts in the morning, and then we went to church, and then we usually get back from church about 1:32, and I think we just kind of hung out the rest of the day. We didn't have a big dinner or anything like that. But anyway, All Joys for Thine, the beautiful Blackbird piece. Everybody's seen it. Lots of people are finished with it. This is what I've got done so far. I love it. It's beautiful. I believe I'm stitching it on 40 count, might be Relic from Picture This Plus. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, which is a really pretty creamy fabric, kind of on the yellowy side or the creamy side, which I think is really beautiful. The colors in this are gorgeous. I cannot wait to get it finished and have it up on my wall. Here's my needle minder. That is from my ornament collection from 2019. Oops. It's a little sled. Any whoosies. I'm in the dining room today because I think you guys don't want to look at my studio is a working studio and it is packed with stuff. And so I feel like that background is so busy. So I thought I would come out here to my dining room. Nobody's home today, but it also means I'm out here with the dogs, and I do have a delivery that's coming. So if they start barking, I'm just going to have to stop for a minute because especially Carmel, my shepherd mix, she can't handle people coming to the door at all. Anyway. Okay, so WIP Parade, here we go. Number 1. I don't know that I'm gonna have all the fabrics and all that for everything, because some of these I have just been in my stash for a long, long time. I can't find the picture to this, so that's great. Where are you? It's gotta be in here. Yet it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the Plum Street Samplers American Sampler. Sorry, guys. Try not to get a big glare. This piece is beautiful. I've been working on this for some time now. And it does call to me, but I just have a hard time getting back to it. But I want to get it done this year. So this is what I have so far. It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is, it's a piece of R&R, but exactly what it is, I'm not sure. I don't know. Beautiful. Love this piece. Want to get done with it because it's amazing. And I love patriotic. Okay, let's see what else we have here. And it's nice having all this room on the dining room table. Okay, next is Consider the Lilies. I've shown this before. I started this on my way home from market last year. It was one of the few things I bought when I was at market. We've all seen it. We all love it. It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it on 32 count, 1/2. And I'm sure this is an R&R, but I don't really remember what it is. This is what I've got done so far. Not a whole lot from the last time I showed it. I've gone across and I've gone down one side to the bottom, but I haven't gone all the way around with the border. It is so gorgeous. It's a gigantic piece. But I do hope to get back to that this year. Please excuse my I don't want to call it COVID hair. It's not really COVID hair. I can go to my hairdresser, but my hairdresser, who I love and trust no one else to my hair, she's been on maternity leave, and so I'm waiting for her to come back. She'll be back at the end of January. So I literally just didn't go the whole time that she was gone because I want to change my hair, and she's the only one I trust, so I need her for a consultation. Anywhoosies. Next I have, this is from Hands Across the Sea Samplers, and this is called My Beloved, MH1656. It's a long band sampler. It's absolutely stunning. It's got, all kinds of specialty stitches and things like that, so who knows when I'll get back to this, but look at how beautiful that is. I can't see. Try to catch the light because it's got these beautiful satin stitches. Look at how pretty that is. And this I'm doing in silks. I don't know what fabric this is at all. I know it's 40 count, but I don't know what it is. Anyhow, here's all the beautiful, I guess they're a Versois. Pretty, pretty colors. I don't know when I'll get back to that, but I do love it. So, so pretty. MH1656. This is, somebody showed this recently, and I was like, I'm doing that. This is from Cooler Design Studios. Maybe it was Michelle at the Stripe Rose. I'm not sure, but so this is called American Antique Sampler by Sandy Orton. I love this piece. It's like a Belcher sampler, but it's not a reproduction. It's an original, but I love it. This is all I have done on it so far. I'm doing it on, it calls for like a big fabric, and which is what I started it on, so it's probably like 38 38, 32 or maybe even 28, but anywho, I don't care, I love it. And for all these, there's like so many queen stitches, and then this like back and forth border. Let's see if I can show you that up close. This this background, I'm trying to say, it goes back and forth with a single stitch, kind of like a back stitch, I guess. And, I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Anyway, this is going to be beautiful. And I don't have much of a start on it. Every once in a while I pull it out and I just put a thread in because I just love it. I really want to finish that. Okay, the next we have, I like to call this girl, this is a reproduction from Scarlet Letter. I like to call her the Queen of Eyelets. She is our beautiful little Dorothy Walpole. Little Irish Quaker sampler, which is interesting. It's got a million eyelets. It's got Bargello. It's beautiful. Let me try to, there you go. Get rid of the glare there. And I'll show you what I have. Not a whole lot, but here's my top. There's just, that whole entire alphabet, the larger alphabet is all eyelets. It's got a lot of color changes, and a lot of specialty stitches, and it just takes forever. I do have almost the entire border. You think I could just finish that, but no. Anyway, I love this. I did have it on scrolls. I probably should put it back on scrolls. But someday I'll get that one done. Okay, let me move my stack here and get my other stack. And I just unplugged my laptop, so that's good. Okay, now the next one I have to show you is one of my oldest WIPs, but not my oldest WIP. You're going to laugh when I show you. Okay. See if I and find the actual picture. Well, this is the picture that comes with it of the person who stitched it originally, and we all know and love this as "And They Sinned." So I'll show you what I have done. It's on scrolls, so I'm going to have to unscroll. I have got, and these are like the worst scroll rods you can ever get, but anyway, I probably shouldn't say that, sorry. Okay, here's the top, and I have done down to, I guess I have to unscroll this too. Sorry. Okay. This is how much I have done on "And They Sin." I'm down to the Adam and Eve down here. So I got that whole big monstrous pond, and I do love this. I just have so many things going. I wish I could get back to it. I love all the little motifs. I personally love the colors in it. I find them really folky and funky, and it doesn't, you know, I'm not a purple person, and there is quite a bit of purple in this, but it doesn't bother me for some reason. I guess it just goes with everything else, but anywho, we'll have to put this back together later. It's a monster. Okay, next. This was my, I wouldn't say it was a new year, new start, but starting in the new year, I started working on this again. I had like a little start on it, and I had put it away for quite some time, and then I started working on it again in January, this last couple weeks, but I have made a mistake. So, the most beautiful sampler I've ever seen. Somehow I made a mistake and I'm off on this panel by like one thread. So I tried to, so like this, where is it? This tree is supposed to be all the way like flush up here, and you can see mine is like a stitch away. And so then I went over here and I measured the, you know, I used this as an anchor to set my middle. And so the middle is where it should be, but then I don't know what to do with this, the other side, this side, to make sure. So I feel like I have to go all the way across with the border and then see how that other tree fits in. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. So I got the swan done, and I just have the background to do on the swan. There, you can see it better without the light. It's stunning. I'm doing it on all the called for. It's 36 count vintage meadow rue with all the silks and everything. And I think this is the most beautiful sampler I've ever seen. The colors in it, I mean, those reds and those blues, it's just amazing. Like, number one, where did she find this beautiful sampler? And number two, like, kudos to Scarlet House for Tanya. I mean, that is stunning. It's like a masterpiece, in my opinion. Anyway, I love that sampler. So I will figure it out somehow, and I will get back to it. All right, what do we have here? Oh, and here we have our beloved Anne Rayner. This is a chart that I once owned. And then, you know, like an idiot, I got rid of all my cross stitch, and I got rid of this chart before I even started it. And I used to be in a guild with the lady who ran Threads Through Time, and I know I bought it like when it came out. And she was such a nice lady. But anyway, so then I had to go on the hunt, and somehow, some way, the attic got it for me. I don't even know how. I mean, I called them and asked them for it, and they're like, no, we don't have it. And then one day it just showed up in the mail. This is what the attic does. They just, I don't know. They just have like friendships, I guess, with these designers that have never ended. And I guess they can just get things that other people can't get. So if I were you, just give them a call and just be like, hey, if this ever shows up, please send it to me if you're looking for this. Because I know a lot of people are. This is what I have done on Anne. Got the house at the bottom. I worked my way up, working on all these beautiful alphabets. This is one of the things on samplers that I love is, gosh darn it, an alphabet that, I need to go on this side, an alphabet that just has a lot of colors in it. That's one of my favorite things. I just love that. And I'll show you in my haul section that I got a new one from Nicola that has that. Beautiful, beautiful little house. There's all those over one sheep. So I'm working on that and that like horrendous amount of grass. But I love this sampler so much, and I have, every once in a while I just take it out and work on a little bit at a time. But I would like to, once I get caught up model-wise, really focus on this year, because I love that piece so much. Okay, what's next? Oh, here we go. All right, this one I started maybe a year or 2 years ago. I got this, okay, when this first came out, the Oofendels, I was like, that is beautiful, but I had so many things going and I was trying to be disciplined and I'm like, no, I'm not going to get it. And then I saw it again and I was like, you know what, I have to get it because Anne and Isabella, which, you know, my daughter's name is Isabel and my name is Anne. So I was like, okay, I got to get it. And then I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I called Sassy Jacks, and I was like, I need the sampler because my name is Anne and my daughter's name is Isabel, and I need to do this. I need to do both of them. And she's like, I'll sell you my last copy. It was like her working copy. And so, Kimberly, you're amazing. She sold it to me, so I do have the original one. And I started Anne. I'll show you. She's on scrolls too. This is my Blackbird Design scroll rod like thing that I made. Dust cover? I don't know. Anyway, here's where I am. I've worked that top border and I'm working on my way across the first top thing. I'm doing it on a large count, but I really can't tell you what that count is. I can't remember. I've got it on a roll frame, so it's going to be hard to unroll it and show you the top border. But I think it's like, I don't know, 28? No, it can't be 28. 32 maybe. But I don't care. I love working on it. I don't care how big it is. Look at that, guys. Can you believe how beautiful this is? I mean, this is another one of those samplers for all time. I'm not being able to show it very good. I'll give you a close-up on those flowers. Aren't they pretty? I really do love working on this, but it's a monstrosity. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it on the scrolls or if I'll take it off and work it in hand. It might be easier, like I'm doing with Consider the Lilies. Here's the bottom. Oops. Sorry, I keep going the wrong way. I'm like really challenged. I'm one of those people that still doesn't know my left from my right. Anyhow, isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait to get it done. I can't wait to get the second one done. And I want to hang them together, probably from the ceiling in my tiny house. But hey, there's room, you know, on the wall over here. Over here. Anywho. Anne Oofendel. Such a beautiful sampler. I absolutely love her. I really wish I had time to get back to her, but maybe this year. So I'm trying to focus on my WIPs this year. Ha ha ha. I know. Okay, so that's Anne. I think I have one left, and you'll laugh when you see what it is. And like I said, this is part one. This is absolutely not all the WIPs I have in the world. This is a bag I bought from Heartstring Samplery when they were at Needlework Galleria. She's a sweet girl. Dr. Twist. Houses of Hawk Run Hollow. This is not my oldest WIP, but I think it's my second to oldest WIP. It's got to be my second to oldest WIP. My oldest WIP is a Scarlet Letter, and I'll show that next time. It's beautiful, and when will I finish it? But anyway, back to houses. Guys, this is what I have. Like, seriously, I only have 3 more blocks to do, and the bottom one, hope you can hear me, one of them is already started. So I really need to get this done this year, because I have had this in the works for, I think, 15 years. It's ridiculous. 16 years, because it's 2021 now, and I started it in 2005. So I know I had this whole dilemma where it wasn't like working on the 40, and then I started again on a higher count, and then now I've scrapped that and I'm back to the 40 with the silks, and I'm just going to finish it the way I started it, and I do love it, and I don't mind working on it, and you know, I got new glasses, guys, and now I can see. So I can work on the smaller counts again, which is amazing. I can't believe how bad, you know, and my other glasses weren't even old, but for some reason I think my prescription just really changed in like less than 2 years' time. It was crazy. And so I kept saying, well, it can't be time to go back to the eye doctor yet. It hasn't even been 2 years, but I had to go because I could not see, and sure enough, my prescription had really changed. So anyway, that's my WIP parade of samplers. Not all of my WIPs, but a pretty fair amount. Let me see if I can look at my notes and see what else I was going to talk about. Oh, I have some haul, so I'll show you my haul. Number 1, I was talking about how much I love those different color alphabets where there's like a lot of pretty different colors. So I bought this Jessie Watson 1816, and this is the sampler that has that beautiful story about the lady who stitched it, which is just heartfelt. So if you haven't heard that, go watch Nicola's, I think it's not her latest video, but the one before, I'm not sure. But anyway, she talks all about it. Jessie Watson. I love this. I love it. Look at that border. And then, you know, my favorite kind of alphabet with all the colors, especially if they're like those pretty pastel colors. It's got the heart, and I just have a thing for hearts. I really do. I love them in old samplers, and this is an eyelet heart, so it's going to be stunningly beautiful. I just got this, so I haven't pulled. I'm just going to do it in DMC. I've got some 32 espresso because it's small, so I don't mind using 32, because sometimes on samplers they're so big that if you use like a larger count, they're gigantic. But this one isn't very big. So anyway, I just got that and I love it. Another thing I got was the Pink Sparrow sampler. I know a lot of people did this a couple years ago. It was all over Instagram. I think when Lori from Mischievous Stitches was doing it, a lot of people also did it. And it's beautiful. I've seen it stitched at Lynn Bensick's house. Hi, Lynn. And it's beautiful. And I had never picked it up, and then I just saw it somewhere, and I was like, I gotta get it. And I got it all kitted with all the what are they? They're like Gentle Art. They're all overdyes. And then I just have to find a linen for it. But I'm excited to do this one. I love this sampler. It's so pretty and feminine and gorgeous. Beautiful. And what else? Oh, one more. Well, actually, 2 more things. I got this from Lori Brecklin. Not Forgotten Farm, Flag Folk. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Look at how cute those guys are. And it says, we are Flag Folk. And so are we. I love Americana. I saw this stitched up at Country Sampler in Wisconsin at Spring Green, and they had it all, you know, they're like the way that they age everything, and it was awesome. It looked so good. I don't know if I'll age mine because I'm like chicken like that, but I did like it. It was beautiful. And then I had held off on this one for a long, long time, and I finally, I hope this isn't too glary, but this I think came out last year or the year before. Brenda Gervais, When Flowers Blossom. I have loved this for so long, and I'm finally just going to start it. So I've got it all kitted. I'm not sure what fabric I pulled for it. Pretty sure it's a 36 count parchment. 36 parchment. And then I've got all the overdyes. I think I subbed a couple that I didn't have just because I have a very huge stash. And so I just want to use what I have, you know. But look at how beautiful. Yay. Can't wait to start that. I don't know when I'm going to start it. Sometime this year. Probably this spring because of love. I love it. It's beautiful. And I can't wait to have that one hanging on my wall. I love the colors in it and everything. And I think that's it, guys. Yeah. So, what else do I have here? Showed you all my haul. I would like to show a couple of, this is not cross stitch, and I'm sorry. Maybe I should, let me do the giveaway first. First of all, my giveaway winner from last time that I was giving away the cross stitch journal, and the winner is Brenda Holzman. Brenda, congratulations. So just get a hold of me and I will send this right out to you. Congratulations. And for this time, I have two things to give away. Number one is this one, When Flowers Blossom. I have an extra copy because I guess I love this so much that I bought it twice. But so I'll be giving this away. Just put Blossom somewhere in your comment and you could win this. And then this one I tried to give away before. This is Country Cottage Needlework Sunflowers in Summer. And the person never contacted me, so I'm going to give this one away again. So if you are interested in this cute little chart, just put sunflowers in your comment. All right, that's the giveaway. Now I want to show something that is not cross stitch, it's painting. I love to paint. I love to paint. Besides cross stitch, painting is probably my next thing. I mean, I like to quilt. I like to do wool applique. I like to do a lot of stuff, a lot of fiber arts, but I also really love to paint. And I have taken some classes in the past with Teresa Kogut. Oh, I forgot her name. And learned like her way of primitive painting, which is really, really fun. It's really fun. And so I just have been doing a bunch of little paintings on canvas paper just for myself, just for fun. It helps me like work out my colors and things like that. Sorry about the plastic. I don't want to take it out because it's one of those ones that seals. But anyway, so I've just been working with a lot of kind of, what do you call that? Pennsylvania Dutch motifs, which is what these are, and different ideas and stuff. So this painting, it has been worked into a sampler. It doesn't really look like this. It's much more Americana, red, white, and blue. The birds aren't in it, but it's got this sampler house and some other things. And so that'll be coming out in March at the virtual market. I'm stitching that one now. And then, but I just wanted to show you, like, this is the way I've been working lately, is just to paint something and then make it into a cross stitch. And I was watching Vanna Pfeiffer. She was doing her second From the Cave series of videos, which I think are really fun. I really like them. I like to just hear like all the, you know, she's very crafty. And Vanna, I think you're my BFF because you do a lot of the same things I do. It's just like amazing. And, you know, we both have 4 kids and, you know, you're like as into your family as I am into mine, and I just enjoy that, and I enjoy hearing what all your kids are doing. Your kids are like way more like overachievers than we are here. We're like way more I don't know. We're just not as like achieving as you guys are, which I think is awesome. But I always love to hear what Vanna is up to. And so this Christmas, she has taken up decorative painting, which I also love. And it was just interesting to hear her talk about how she always wanted to learn how to do decorative painting, because I was the same way. I always wanted to learn it. I tried it a couple of times at different times and it didn't turn out good. And then it was just so funny because I had found this girl on YouTube and I watched her tutorials. And probably 2 years ago, I did a Santa, like a stand up. It's called a porch sitter, and it's a pattern by Renee Mullins, and it turned out great. And then I was like all about it. And so I only really do it at Christmas time because I really just like Christmas decorative painted pieces. But then this year, I really went to town. And it's just funny because Vanna was talking about that same girl on YouTube. And I feel like that girl helped me learn how to decorative paint, where before it was always a mystery and I had tried to learn it from books and things and I couldn't do it. And watching her, she was just such a good teacher. Her name is Sarah. Can't think of her last name, but her channel is called Serenity Crafts. And yeah, and just watching her, I really learned how to paint. And it's just funny that Brenda did the exact same thing. It cracks me up. Brenda. Why am I calling her Brenda? Vanna. Vanna. I don't know why I have, because Brenda Holzman just texted me. So, or not texted me, emailed me. Sorry. Gosh. Anyway, so it just was funny watching Vanna's video because she showed like the first thing that she painted, and it was exactly the same thing that was the first thing I painted about 2 years ago. So I want to show you that, but I have to go get it. So hang on. Hold, please. My goodness. Anyway, so this was from a lady named Tracy Moreau, and it's a free tutorial on YouTube. And she shows you how to make this little Santa. And you use like, musical paper underneath. So it's kind of a mixed media type piece. I did like a star button on there. So it's like 3-dimensional. But it was just so neat to see Vanna do the exact same thing. And then that same year I did this one, which is original. It's just a little snowman that I made up. And you see I'm learning how to, this is called floating, where you do this like edge, where it gives it like dimension. This one is just not, like I can see that I've gotten better. It's got little music on the back. And then this year I did a lot. So I did ornaments for all of my kids. I mean, not my kids, my grandkids. And I did another porch sitter of a snowman. And I did another Renee Mullins piece that is you mount it onto like a giant clothespin. It's really cute. But that one I put away. Some of it's been put away with Christmas. But I will show you, this is an ornament I made for Isabel. And this is, the pattern is by a lady named Deb Antonik. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting better with my floats and, the way that they shade. And it was so much fun. I really goofed around a lot with painting over Christmas when I probably should have been stitching models. Sorry, guys. But anyway, and it's got that like glittery glaze on it. Like I think it's Mod Podge, like a glittery Mod Podge finish. Anyway, I love this guy. That was for Isabel. And then I do still have one of the porch sitters out. I don't have the Santa, but I did the snowman. And so it stands up. It's got like a little base on the back. My husband cut this wood for me, and then I ordered this. I don't have a scroll saw, so I'm not going to be, I don't mind ordering the pieces already cut at all. And then, so yeah, it turned out really cute. It's got these like 3-dimensional buttons, like snowflake buttons that you glue on, and he turned out so cute. I just Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I have the kit to do, there's a nutcracker, which I'm going to do for my daughter Chelsea because she loves nutcrackers. So for next year, I'll do that. Now I have to put it away and get back to work. But and then I'm also taking a class with Teresa Kogut, and you can see this Let It Snow. That was the first thing we painted the first week. So, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So she gives you the pattern, and then you paint along with her live every Tuesday night. And it's a blast. It's just so much fun. And we did another one. I forgot to bring that one. I'll show you. Hold on. Hold, please. So this is the piece we did last Tuesday, just the other day. And this is the first layer, so it's not finished. And it has a little saying at the top in this like blank space that says she saved all the bees she could, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the saying in or not. So this is the first layer. It's not finished. The flowers will all get painted in, and the dress I think is going to be red. But anyway, so much fun. This is acrylic on like a wood board. I love it. I love it. And then I wanted to show you on Black Friday, Teresa Kogut had a sale in her store, and I bought this original piece of art from her, which I cannot tell you how much I love this. I'm so thrilled to have an original piece of art of hers in my home. I'm thrilled, thrilled, thrilled. It's so pretty. Look at how pretty it is, guys. Let me try to get a good angle. I'll show you close up. Isn't that gorgeous? So primitive and cool. And it's like a sampler. I love it. And before I go, I thought I'd show you the pieces that I have sitting back here on my hutch. This is a piece of mine that came out at market last year called Love Always. I don't know if I've shown it, so this is from Market 2020. It's a good piece for Valentine's Day. I'm not really sure why I didn't send that in the trunk show. I think I just had too many pieces and it was going to get too expensive sending all that stuff to Cincinnati. And then this is Brenda Gervais. I don't know if this came out last year or the year before, but whoops, I got the box, the little tray that goes in it. And then these two little guys belong to my grandmother, and we had them in our family just for years. My sister Emmy always watches my videos. Emmy, do you remember those? I'm going to break them. In our nativity. That's horrible. They're so old, and here I am like throwing them around. A little cow and a little horse. They're like part wood and part, I don't know, chalkware or something. I'm not really sure what they're made out of, but I love them. I've saved them all these years. They're one of my prized possessions. Especially, look at this little horse. Isn't he cute? He's a little bit worse for wear. They're stamped Germany on the bottom. Anyway, so I like to keep that. Anywho, I think that's about all I've got for you this time. I am going to be starting When Flowers Blossom sometime soon, so if anybody wants to sail with me, let me know. And we'll come up with a hashtag and stitch that together. I think it's a nice piece to stitch for spring and summer. So pretty. Love this piece. Love the colors in it. Anyway, thanks for coming to watch, and I really appreciate all of your comments. They're so lovely and so nice, and you guys are just an amazing community. I hope everybody is healthy and well and staying safe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye!